I don't know if y'all noticed, but Bronny was literally just rushed to the hospital. And this isn't a coincidence, y'all. It's been happening all over the media the last couple days between football players and athletes and actors. Even this singer, Tori Kelly, was just rushed to the hospital for blood clots. And watch this sports reporter just fall down and pass out. This is all within the last few days, y'all. It's crazy how this stuff is just swept under the rug like it never happened. We all know the real cause, though. Y'all better stay safe.
Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, and I'm going to read verse 1. Woe to them, which woe means destruction. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. This is Yahweh, not to seek the Lord. Okay? They're not seeking after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Alright? Now I'm going to go to the book of... I'm going to stay in the book of Isaiah, but I'm going to go up to the 30th chapter, and I'm going to read verses 1 through 3. All right? Isaiah chapter 30, and this is verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, this is Israel, okay? Saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt. Okay, there was ancient Egypt, but you know, today this is modern Egypt, because you can apply this to today, which is modern Egypt. This is America, Babylon the Great. Okay, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, which is you know, the so-called leaders here, the presidents, the governors, the mayors, whatever, senators, and all that. Esau, Edom. Okay, that strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, America, okay? Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh, you know, of Esau, Edom, okay, be your shame. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, okay? So, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your calling and election assured, seeking out your own salvation. And to you sisters out there that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husband. Shalom, shalom, all right? This is the brother Zechariah coming back to you with another Highways and Byways here on this Saturday, all right? And the title of this lesson is going to be Trusting in Egypt Will Be Your Downfall, okay? And that's facts. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive into some articles, all right? And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to you, okay? So just give me 1 second as I pull out the first one, which we're going to tap right into Mr. Deion Sanders, okay? And I actually did a lesson on this, but I ended up having to delete it because, you know, they came on my page and they actually struck my page. They struck my page, and I actually fought it, and they removed the strike. But what they did was they kept the video, but something in my spirit said these devils might come back and try to take it back down, because I took the video down, but not before I downloaded it, and I watched the video to see what I said, and I said a few buzzwords, you know, words that we usually try not to say, so that could have triggered it. And then the very first article that I was going into, it had the V word on there and all that, so you know them devils was going to come for me. All right, so I was like, yeah, I just might go ahead, and I was going to redo the lesson. It was a sit-down lesson, but so much information has popped out now that I said I'm going to just go ahead and just turn it into a Highways and Byways lesson, you know, just redo it and bring out all these articles. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into Deion Sanders, okay? And the first article basically was, it was saying Deion Sanders may need his foot amputated, okay? Right here. This is People's Magazine, you know, news article. And it says Deion Sanders may need his foot amputated due to ongoing blood flow problems. And a brother was telling me that he had I think 2 of his toes amputated, which I think it mentions it here. All right, and it says, I don't have feeling in the bottom of my foot at all, said the Colorado coach and NFL Hall of Famer. You know, hey, he was one of my favorite players. But you know, a lot you find out once you wake up in the truth that a lot of these athletes and movie stars, musicians and stuff, they all have been compromised. And you know what I'm saying, they all are down with the get down with Esau Edom, all right? And it says, I don't have feeling in the bottom of my foot at all, said the Colorado coach and NFL Hall of Famer who previously had his left big toe and second toe amputated. See, so the brother was telling me the truth, man, on that. You know, after developing blood clots following a routine surgery. And we know that a lot of these people that took this jab, man, have been having issues with blood clots and stuff like that. I mean, you got teenagers, people that are in high school that have been their careers have been cut short. They ain't been able to play ball no more because, you know, ever since they got that shot, man, they've been having a lot of issues, okay? So this is why these people are physicians of no value, man, you know? But a lot of our people wouldn't hearken because, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of these people have ran across the men of the Lord, which I'd say it all the time. They're all over everywhere throughout these street corners. They're on these jobs. They're everywhere. We're everywhere, man. And we're warning our people, man. The warning is going out. But our people, you know, they wouldn't hearken. They're not listening. All right.
You know, one of the things about Sanders, and he was one of my favorite football players. You know, I like prime time, but he's you know, he's got a high status amongst our people, so he can say something that people will listen and follow. And there's a video clip which I'm not going to play I'm gonna show you the video, but I'm not going to play it like with the audio and everything. But basically, he went into pushing the jab on our people. Okay, so you know, Yahweh Bashir Rashad is visiting this man. You know, because what the scripture says about that. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and just pull it up. You know, because I was going to, you know, roughly paraphrasing, but now I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up. It's in the book of, it's in the Apocrypha, the first Maccabees. I believe it's 1 and 11. Give me 1 second. Yep. First Maccabees 1 and 11. Okay. And it says, in those days went out there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, and this is what they're doing now with the, you know what, this is why they use celebrities, athletes, the movie stars, you know, people, you know, Negro and Hispanic and Native American politicians, you know, if you're into they're in politics or something, or mayors, or, you know, people with some type of status. You know, because people, they look at status and they think, like, you know, they'll listen to what they have to say, okay? Again, it says, in those days went out there of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. And, you know, because, you know, when you're going off, the Most High is going to bless you when you're doing right. But when you're not keeping the covenant and you're sinning and you're doing all stuff, you're gonna have much sorrow and pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to plague you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to deal with curses instead of blessings. Okay? So that's why. But you want to keep doing the wickedness, so you're just going to go deal with the heathen so that you can continue on. You can have the blessings, which those blessings are temporary. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you always hear the saying, the devil blesses too. And that's true. You know, he blesses as well. You know, that's why they had the passage where when Yahweh Shai was in the desert, you know, who was he approached by? Satan. And he was ready to offer him everything of this world. Because, see, right now, the ruler of this world right now is Satan. You know, through Esau Edom. Esau Edom, they're the wicked. You know, they worship Satan. Okay? But see, that's the mindset of our people, man. All right? So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next article. All right? And this is Healthline, and it says LeBron James' son, Bronny James, in stable condition after cardiac arrest at USC. And see, that's the college he's going to be playing for. Okay? And it says LeBron James' son, Bronny James, is in stable condition after going into cardiac arrest during a USC practice on July 24th. This is when it took place. Cardiac arrest was responsible for about 75% of sudden deaths among college athletes in the U.S. from 2004 to 2008. The condition is more common among males, especially basketball players.
And it says cardiac arrest occurs when the heart stops beating suddenly, and when a little or no warning, it can be fatal, and appropriate care is not started immediately. And you know what? I truly believe that, you know, as much as they've been pushing this jab on the people now, they've been doing it. They've been doing it back, like experimenting, and they probably tried it on them. That's why they having issues, because it's really like mind-boggling that it was happening to athletes, people that work out, eat right, do right. You know, they keep a certain diet, but yet they're getting these heart attacks and stuff like that. So, you know, I believe that this man has been experimenting on them, because, you know, they've been having all this stuff in motion for a very long time. They knew what they were going to do. Okay. All right. And okay. Which LeBron James, man, he went on to mention about how him and his family were going to go ahead and get the you know, they were going to get juiced up, if you know what I mean. So you have to use lingo now and be careful what you say on your videos. But he was saying him and his family are going to get juiced up, okay? And he said this on video, okay? And they got these mosquitoes out here, y'all, so got me bouncing around a little bit. All right. And this is The Hill. And it says Elon Musk connects Bronny James cardiac arrest to, you know what, the thing, you know what I'm saying, the juice. You know, we gotta watch what we say. But it says Elon Musk came under heavy criticism, which I believe he of course he's going to, but you know, he didn't tell no lies, you know, after he tweeted about possible connection between the, you know what, the juice and the cardiac arrest suffered Tuesday by Bronny James, the 18-year-old son of the NBA star LeBron James. The billionaire tech mogul, who has previously come under criticism for spreading misinformation on Twitter over, you know, the juice, responded to a tweet about the Bronny James news with a statement about the, you know what, Jose. He said, all right, we cannot ascribe everything to the, you know what, the juice, but by the same token, we cannot ascribe nothing, he wrote. And he says, myocarditis is a known side effect, okay? Musk added, the only question is whether it is rare or common, okay? And there's more on this, but I'm not going to read all that because there's a lot of words, and it sets stuff up to try to trigger them, come for your video, all right? This is the book of Job, chapter 13 and verse 4, and it says, but ye are forgers of lies, you are all physicians of no value, okay? And that's what they are. They are physicians of no value. You know, and this is why they fight so hard, man, to try to combat everything that we say and we do. You know what I'm saying? Because it tells you in the scriptures that this truth, man, is, you know, we frustrate the token of the liars. We make their knowledge foolish. We make it foolish, you know, to the people, because they tell you all this stuff and it's starting to not add up, and people are waking up and seeing, and they're like, man, it's not adding up. They're saying all these different things and it's not right. And now the people that did take it, they're all like, man, you know what I'm saying? I messed up. We messed up, okay? You know, but this is what happens when you trust into the shadow of Egypt, man. Okay? It'll be your downfall. You know, I did a video on Jamie Foxx, you know, and which you can go and, you know, it's several videos down, you know what I'm saying? I've done it like some weeks ago. It might have been about a month ago, so I don't know. But you can, you know, if you want to watch that, you can check it out. I pretty much, you know, it's pretty much going into what we're talking about now, you know. So you can check that out and get edified as well, you know. And he said some pretty off the wall things, and you know, he's being judged by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, they got that. He just recently, I guess, got released from the hospital, and he did a video clip, and looking at him, he don't look like the regular Jamie Foxx. And people say, oh, well, you'll get sick, you lose weight, but you look at his hairline, it don't look the same. Like, he has the straight hairline, but in this one, it was going by like a rainbow light. So it don't look right. His face, you know, the goatees don't even look right. The ears on him, it's like, you know, I don't know. And he got that movie came out with that clone Tyrone or whatever, you know. So and there's a lot in that. That's a good movie to watch, man. If you ain't watched it, it's very spiritual. You know, if you got eyes to see, that's a movie to watch, man. You know, don't watch it just for entertainment or nothing, but it's a lot of heavy stuff in there. Okay. So moving on.
we got this right here, and it says ESPN broadcaster Shaka Hislop, I guess I'm pronouncing his name right, collapses on air before Real Madrid AC Milan friendly match. Okay, all right, and this man pretty much collapsed on live TV.
Midfielder is behind the striker, shows at the starts. Yes. But he's not here, Parrot. He's been left behind. He's on the naughty step from PSG. He's not gone on the tour of Japan. What do you say? Shaq! Need some help.
And this is a picture of him getting the juice, okay? And it says, "Got mine, get yours." It's not a debate. It's no longer even a discussion. Okay, this is what this man said. So that's a clip. That's a picture. This is this man saying this, and it's showing it. This was what he posted on his IG. Okay. So, you know, like I said, trusting in Egypt will be your downfall. All right. And I got another scripture. Give me 1 second. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 15. It says, "He that sitteth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician." Okay? So, you know, pretty much these people that are falling into the hands of the physician, you know what I'm saying? They're you know, they're sinners, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they're falling into the hands of the physician, you know? You going against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the scriptures tell you that he hateth sinners, okay? And one way he's judging you is putting you in the hands of the physician. The book of Sirach, chapter 12, 13, 14, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right. So who's going to pity these individuals, you know, when they get bit by the serpent, you know, through his lies, his philosophies, and his devices, you know, his so-called medicines. All right. And this one fits as well. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10 through 11. All right. Never trust thy enemy. So you're not supposed to trust thy enemy. And, you know, like I said, a lot of our people have made a covenant with the heathen. All right. You know, which is your enemies. You know, when it tells you in Deuteronomy, we were, we were given into the hands of our enemies, you know, and they will rule over us. You know, we know who put us in slavery. You know, it's no secret. But our people are too afraid to speak up, you know, because they make covenants with them. Because they don't want to be oppressed. They want to live a good, comfortable life in the land of their captivity. All right. But like I said, it says, never trust thy enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right. So at the end of it, you're going to see, because people are going to find out, you know, that his so-called medicines were no good, they're of no value, and it's actually been putting a lot of our people to death, you know. All right. And this is the Washington Post. This is an article, all right, and this was a couple days ago, and it says extreme heat and pollution can double the risk of a fatal heart attack, okay? And what's crazy about this is that we know that these devils are doing stuff to the air, but they're, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bible calls them destroying mountain, and it tells you in Revelation to destroy them that destroyeth the earth. And we know that Esau, Edom is the one doing it, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Second Ezra 6 and 9, it tells you Esau was the end of the world. This guy is ending the world, man. His world, okay? Because Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, all right? But this man is destroying this earth, everything. So he's causing all this stuff, man. All right, but he's trying to put the blame on the weather, why all this stuff is happening, instead of the real thing, which we know it's the juice, the juicy juice, man. All right, it says heat waves and polluted air are each known to be bad for the heart. Okay, so because you're seeing a lot of these heart attacks now. All right, so now he's going to try to blame it on that. And now a study further strengthens the relationship by connecting both to the risk of cardiac death. All right.
So this man, they're liars, man. They're gonna blame it on everything, but what the real matter is. This is what the scripture says about all that lying and stuff that they're doing. Which we know they're the wicked. Job 9:24 tells you, hey, these devils, they're the wicked. But this is Psalms 58:3, and it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So everything they tell is lies. They can't help it, man. It's in their DNA. They lie about everything. And they try to blame it on this stuff so that you don't think that it has anything to do with that. Okay? These devils, man, and like I said, the scriptures tell you, man, trusting in the shadow of Egypt is going to be a shame and your confusion. You're seeing it with all these people. I think wasn't there like a soccer player or something that just passed away too. All these healthy athletes, man, are dying, and it's some kind of is a reason. And it's sad that we can't even say the words. Like, you have to watch the way you say certain things on here so they don't come after your video. That just shows you that these devils, are something ain't right. They trying to silence us, which eventually the famine of the word's going to come. So if you're not hearkening now, while the word is still here, hey, woe unto you, man. You're going to fall into the hands of the physician. I just brought this out on the last video, but it can apply to this as well, because like I said, we know that they're pushing this thing, and these celebrities and stuff like that are trying to endorse it and tell you to take it, but you're seeing a lot of them and what's happening to them right now. But this is Revelations 3, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So, keep the word, okay, of patience, all right? He's going to keep you from the hour of temptation, which come upon the whole world to try them. Because we know this is also going into the MOTB, which I just did a lesson on that. But, you want to hold on to this truth, man, because, they still pushing that juicy juice on the people, man, okay? Verse 11, it says, because I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast had, that no man take thy crown, and that's your mind, all right? He'll keep you from the hour of temptation, because this thing that they're pushing now is going to lead into the MOTB. So, let no man take thy crown, all right? Because there's consequences for that. You don't want to go to the lake of fire. All right. I didn't want to be long, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. To the next one. Shalom.
You turned down a $9 million movie role in 2021 because you wouldn't take the COVID vaccine being mandated in Hollywood at the time. Any regrets? It's a lot of money.
Not at all. Not one regret.
My thought when I heard that story? You must be even richer than I think you are.
Your health is worth more than all the money in the world. To me, it was an experimental drug, and they had no time to really see the long-term effects. It's kind of like the war machine. If you make the bullets and the Band-Aids, you're gonna always want to be in war because it's profitable.